Not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well.
Supergirl 2026 arrives as a bold and emotional expansion of the superhero mythos, bringing Kara Zor-El back into the spotlight with a story that feels both cosmic and deeply personal. Rather than simply following in the shadow of her famous cousin, this film presents Supergirl as a hero shaped by loss, survival, and a constant struggle to define her own purpose. The world she inhabits is familiar yet fragile, a place that has known heroes before but is still unprepared for the kind of threats that now begin to surface. From the very beginning, the film establishes a reflective tone, emphasizing that this is not just a story about power, but about identity, belonging, and the emotional cost of carrying hope in a broken universe. Kara Zor-El is introduced as a character who has already lived through unimaginable trauma. Having survived the destruction of Krypton and the long journey through space, she carries memories of a lost world that no longer exists. Unlike Superman, whose connection to Krypton is more distant, Kara remembers her home vividly, its culture, its people, and its final moments. These memories haunt her, shaping how she views Earth and her role as its protector. The film takes time to explore this internal conflict, showing Kara as someone torn between honoring her Kryptonian heritage and embracing her life among humans. This emotional duality becomes the foundation of her journey throughout the story. The cast surrounding Supergirl plays a crucial role in grounding the film's epic scale and human emotion. Allies from Earth provide Kara with friendship, perspective, and emotional support, reminding her why this planet is worth protecting. Some characters see her as a symbol of inspiration, while others view her with suspicion or fear, questioning whether someone with such immense power can ever truly belong among them. These differing viewpoints create tension and complexity, allowing the story to explore how society reacts to beings who exist beyond normal human limits. Each supporting character brings a unique perspective that challenges Kara's beliefs and pushes her toward growth. The plot unfolds during a period of uneasy peace, where the world believes it has entered a stable era following past global threats. This sense of calm is shattered when strange cosmic disturbances begin appearing across the planet. These events are subtle at first unexplained energy surges, ancient symbols resurfacing and whispered rumors of forces long thought extinct. Kara is drawn into the mystery, sensing a connection between these disturbances and her own past. As she investigates, it becomes clear that the threat is not random but tied directly to Krypton's forgotten legacy, forcing her to confront truths that were hidden even from her as the story deepens. The antagonist emerges as a powerful and ideologically driven figure rather than a simple force of destruction. This character believes that Kryptonian power should never be restrained by human morality, seeing Earth as a world in need of firm control rather than protection. Their philosophy directly clashes with Kara's values, setting up a conflict that is as much philosophical as it is physical. The villain challenges Kara's belief in compassion, arguing that strength without mercy is the only way to ensure survival in a hostile universe. Through their confrontations, the film explores difficult questions about power, responsibility, and the fine line between protection and domination. Throughout the film, Kara's emotional journey is just as important as the external conflict. She struggles with feelings of isolation, burdened by the idea that she may never fully belong anywhere. Scenes of quiet reflection allow the audience to see her vulnerability moments, where she questions whether her presence brings hope or danger. These introspective moments are balanced with sequences of heroism that showcase her immense abilities, reminding viewers why she is one of the most powerful beings in existence. Yet the film never allows her strength to overshadow her humanity. Every victory carries emotional weight, and every loss leaves a mark. The narrative also explores Kara's relationships with other heroes, some of whom serve as mentors while others act as mirrors to her own struggles. These interactions expand the world of the film, suggesting a broader universe filled with heroes who each carry their own burdens. Rather than positioning Supergirl as isolated, The story shows her learning from others while still carving out her own path. These connections emphasize the theme that even the strongest individuals need community, trust, and understanding to truly thrive visually. The film balances intimate character moments with sweeping cosmic imagery. Alien landscapes, remnants of ancient civilizations, and vast stretches of space contrast sharply with the grounded environments of Earth. This visual contrast reinforces Kara's dual identity, constantly shifting between worlds that define different parts of who she is. The action sequences are designed to feel powerful yet purposeful, focusing on emotional stakes rather than spectacle alone. Each battle reflects Kara's internal state, with her fighting style evolving as she gains clarity about who she is and what she stands for. As the story progresses toward its climax, the consequences of the antagonist's actions become impossible to ignore. Entire regions face devastation, and the world begins to question whether it can survive another cosmic-scale conflict. Kara is forced into an impossible choice, one that requires her to decide what kind of symbol she wants to be. This moment becomes the emotional centerpiece of the film, where her growth, values, and sacrifices converge. It is not simply about defeating an enemy, but about choosing a future shaped by empathy rather than fear. The final act delivers a confrontation that is intense, emotional, and deeply personal. Kara faces the antagonist not just with strength, but with conviction, refusing to abandon her belief that power must serve life rather than control it. The resolution does not offer easy answers, instead leaving space for reflection and consequence. The world is changed by the events that unfold, and so is Supergirl herself. She emerges not as someone defined by loss, but as a hero who has embraced both her Kryptonian legacy and her human connections. As the film concludes, it sets the stage for future stories without undermining the journey it has told. Kara's arc feels complete yet open-ended, suggesting that her role in the universe is only beginning to take shape. The final moments emphasize hope not as a simple promise, but as a responsibility that must be carried forward. Supergirl, 2026, stands as a story about finding strength through compassion, about embracing identity without letting it become a cage, and about choosing to protect a world not because it is perfect, but because it is worth believing in. In the end, the film redefines Supergirl as more than a side character in a larger legacy. It presents her as a fully realized hero whose struggles, choices, and values resonate on a deeply human level. By blending emotional depth with cosmic storytelling, the movie offers a powerful reminder that true heroism is not measured by strength alone, but by the courage to remain kind in a universe that constantly tests that resolve.